Afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to the grief process. This is the empty chair conversation part two. I did this yesterday on Instagram. Everybody, let me see if it's streaming live on Facebook over here, real quick. Let's see if everybody can see it on Facebook. Cause I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube and Facebook today. Give me a second, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure that Facebook can see this. So the empty chair technique, what is it and how is it used? So I kind of went over it briefly, everyone. Clearly, so I'm gonna give you a definition of what it is so that you can get a better understanding. Through occasional emotional intensity, the empty chair technique is a therapeutical tool that may help you cope with grief. Okay, give me a second. Because I need you all to hear this. Talk to therapist is a cornerstone of many mental health practices. The empty chair technique is a specific method used as a part of talk therapy. When the empty chair technique is used as a therapy, people imagine a specific person or aspect of themselves is in a room sitting in an empty chair. This technique allows people to investigate personal roots of emotional distress that may have been founded in the past. It is also used to examine one's self persistence and behavior that may have led to certain beliefs or negative self talk or other emotion challenges. Popularity by Gento's therapists, the Gento school generally focused on experiencing emotions and presented to understand how past, present, and environment affects emotional well-being. Engaging in empty chair sessions can often be emotional intense. Still, it is and can help people achieve closely and more positive frame of mind and healing from grief. What is the empty chair technique? The empty chair technique is called the two-chair technique or simple chair work. It's a therapeutic method used in talk therapy. It ejects and starting a conversation with parts of oneself or individuals or a person's past or present. During an empty chair session, a person may speak individual or aspect of themselves that imagine sitting in an empty chair. Sometimes the person will then switch place, taking the role of the aspect or a person. The idea behind the empty chair technique is to resolve conflict, specifically by increasing awareness in present moment. The core concept of empty chair techniques are exploring motions, movement between chairs, dialoguing with one another, either in imaginary or another person or an aspect of oneself. Okay. The next part of it, who is the empty chair technique best used for? So technically, the empty chair technique may have a broader application, but it's not suitable for everyone. Two experts on the empty chair technique says it's purely the method might be helpful for people with depression, anxiety disorder, impersonal mistreatment, grief, personal disorder, social inclining to trauma, inner conflict, or self hatred. So primarily, what we're talking about is in grief, OTM, and how this is used. And I just gave you a definition about the empty chair concept and how that really looks for someone going through this. And to be honest, everybody, we have our moments, those going through grief right now at this very moment, and it's hard to and see. I knew it wasn't showing on here, so I'm glad I looked on here. It's always an issue when I do the broadcasts on Fridays. People don't get a chance to see my lives. Okay, it's public now. I don't know who keeps sharing. That's weird. All right. Back to what I was saying. This is a topic that hits home for the holidays and primarily Christmas time, New Year's, and the beginning of the year, and on and on and on, where grief surfaces up so rapidly and it goes in great numbers. And this is why Old Time Ministry is speaking on this topic as we're getting closer to the holiday season, everybody. And we're beginning to really navigate these things and really begin to get a little bit more in depth by what these things really are and how they are really triggering and how they are really overwhelming and how they are really a whole different mix of emotions and different aspects, I should say. And when we look at grief overall, everybody in some point in their life will experience that type of grief. So I'm gonna go over the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, borrowing, depression, and acceptance. And they don't go in this order. as I'm starting to learn more and more about studying about grief. It doesn't always go in that order. It can come in any order it chooses to. Wherever you going, it's going to come at it sporadically. So I want to encourage you in this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, in children, to do something that is important to you. If you want to have memories or celebrate the life of your loved ones or significant other, whatever the situation may be, I encourage you to do that because it'll help you in the long run. And I always tell you, you matter on Time Ministry. You matter. If anybody tell you today, Pastor Johnson love you, and everybody who's a part of On Time Ministry love you and want the best for you in your life. So I just encourage you in this holiday season to be gentle and be kind to yourself, to respect yourself, and also to grow closer to God. Grow closer to God. It's the most important thing in your life, to draw closer to Him and be able to understand what He is saying in each and every one of your lives. He spoke to me and He speaks to me a lot. And He had to remind me that you're going to be all right. Keep praising Him. I have to hear that all the time. You got to keep praising Him. Praising Him in the good, bad, and the ugly. Grief is a lifetime thing. But you have to learn how to go through life. You have to learn how to change your mindset and learn how to live life differently than what you're familiar with, what you're used to. See, a lot of times people will give you the advice, and a lot of times they want you to see you. They want to see you happy. They want to see you joyful. They want you to see excited. All those great things. But what I've learned about grief is how you feel on the inside. That's going to show on the outside. So what you feel on the inside, you may not want to show on the outside. And you have to be very mindful and gentle with anybody who's going through this. Every single month, every single year, every single day, every hour. Some people have sleepless nights and they have to take medication. They have to be prescribed or seek intense counseling or complicated grief or psychiatrists. All those attempt for that. But don't laugh at everybody who's going through this, because it's not funny, because you could be moments and hours away in that situation. So be mindful of what people go through. Respect people. Love them. Because people need to feel validated. It's true. You can look at the researchers, you can look at anything that talks about this, but people have different emotions and feelings of what they're feeling and what they're going through in their lives. This is why I push so hard for grief process in the holiday season. This is the second year On Time Ministry is doing this segment because it's very triggering. You see somebody today going through something, pray for them. Don't talk about it, pray for them. Pray for them. Not P-R-E-Y, P-R-A-Y. Pray for them, not pray on them. Don't try to get something out of them. Do something to pour back into them. Their cup may be running empty and they need somebody to bring life back into their life. They want to feel that ray of sunshine. They want to see joy. They want to feel joy. They want to smile. They want to be excited. They want to know that somebody is listening to them and knowing that their feelings that they're feeling are not invalid. They are valid. They are verified. They're clearly important. A lot of times we get so sidetracked by whatever's going on that we forget about the things that really matter. But everybody like, Pastor Johnson, how do people feel about me? We're going to say it like this. Yes, God. Start focusing on the ones that care and less on the ones that don't. Why? You pray for everybody, but don't let the ones who are throwing you off keep you from going forward. Start focusing on the ones that's cheering you on and want to wish you nothing but the best in your life. Remember that. Remember what I'm saying to you all, men, women, and children. Think about the people that are impacting you. Think about the people that care about you. Think about the people that love you. Think about the ones that are showing interest in supporting you through this dark season in your life. The power of prayer, the support, the things that you need to get you back on track. You need that. You should be your cheerleader for yourself, encourage yourself. But you have a hand of maybe two good people, maybe three, that's going to continue to pray over your life as you pray for yourself. Let's just thank God for this topic today. That God continue to move in your life. You begin to grow a relationship, a prayer life, and begin to share your experience of grief in your own time. See, the thing about it is, when you're ready to share, it's up to you. Nobody's going to force you. Nobody's going to push you. Nobody's going to tell you when. It's when you are ready to share and open up with the world. Or even write it down in a journal about the experience you have had with grief and how it has impacted your life tremendously. Let's just take this time today and just reflect. Let's take this time today and think about the events that take place in our lives and how we should be very, very grateful of every day we're here on this earth. All right, everybody, this is Pastor Johnson signing off. You all have an amazing and a fabulous Friday. I'll see you back here on Sunday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post a flyer of what we'll be speaking about this upcoming Sunday. There will be Bible study service at 7 p.m. this Sunday. You all have an amazing and a productive day. Take care.